What if an airport wasn't really an airport? What if everything you see above ground was designed to make you stop looking at what's below? In 1995, Denver International Airport opened its doors, 16 months late, nearly $2 billion over budget, on a stretch of land twice the size of Manhattan. Officials called it a marvel of modern infrastructure. Some researchers called it something else entirely. Officially, the story is straightforward. Denver needed a new airport. The old Stapleton facility was outdated and landlocked, so city planners chose a remote site on the eastern plains of Colorado, broke ground in 1989, and built one of the largest airports in the world. The tent-like roof structure, the automated baggage system, the enormous public art installations, all of it was sold to the public as bold, visionary design. The cost overruns were blamed on construction delays. The choice of location was explained by expansion potential. Every question had an answer. Every answer was officially approved. But here's where it gets stranger. Before the first shovel broke ground, the land selected for the airport had no obvious strategic advantage, no proximity to a major freight corridor, no existing infrastructure to justify the location. And yet, according to researchers who have studied the project's development history, the site was selected with an unusual degree of urgency, as if the location had already been chosen long before any public planning process began. Some researchers believe the airport's remote position wasn't about future expansion at all. They believe it was about distance. Distance from population centers. Distance from oversight. Distance from questions. That's when investigators started looking at the murals. Inside the main terminal, a series of large-scale paintings by artist Leo Tanguma cover the walls in vivid, almost disturbing imagery. One mural depicts a gas-masked military figure in a long coat, wielding a sword, towering over fleeing women and children. Dead doves lie scattered across the landscape. Cities burn in the background. Another panel shows children of the world bringing offerings to a radiant future. But the transition between those two panels is where theorists say the real message hides. The theory suggests these images aren't abstract art. They're a sequence, a timeline, a story told in plain sight, counting on the assumption that most people won't stop long enough to read it. But here's what they don't want you to think about. Public art in major government-funded infrastructure projects goes through layers of approval, review committees, budget authorization, city council sign-off. Every brushstroke in a federally assisted terminal carries institutional approval. So the question researchers keep returning to isn't why an artist painted apocalyptic imagery inside an airport. The question is, why did every level of authority sign off on it without objection? Here's where it escalates further. The construction of Denver International generated a specific category of rumors that, according to researchers, were unusually consistent for something dismissed as folklore. Multiple construction workers, in separate accounts documented by investigative journalists over the years, described an extensive tunnel and bunker system beneath the airport footprint, one that went far deeper than any published utility infrastructure would require. Officially, the airport does have a below-ground automated train system and documented maintenance tunnels, but the theory suggests the visible tunnel network is, as some have described it, the surface layer of something much larger. 5 large buildings were reportedly constructed, then buried entirely before the airport opened, officially attributed to design changes. The theory asks a different question. What gets built and then deliberately hidden before the public is ever allowed inside? That's when researchers point to something nobody expected: the dedication capstone in the main terminal. A stone marker near the entrance bears a Masonic symbol and references a time capsule to be opened in the year 2094. It names the New World Airport Commission as a co-dedicating organization. Investigators who attempted to verify this organization found no public record of its existence before or after the airport's opening. No registration, no membership list, No purpose statement. Officially, it has never been explained. The theory suggests it was never meant to be. And now, the climax of everything the theory builds toward. If the tunnels exist beyond their documented scope, if the murals carry embedded symbolic sequencing, if the overseeing organization cannot be traced, and if the land was selected before any public process authorized it, then the full picture the theory assembles is this. Denver International Airport, according to some researchers, was designed to serve a dual purpose, one visible, one classified. The visible purpose is the airport you pass through. The classified purpose, the theory suggests, involves continuity infrastructure, a hardened, self-sufficient facility designed to function during a large-scale societal disruption, accessible only to those who already know it exists. And here is why the full truth, if there is one, may never be declassified. Because facilities of this nature, in documented cases throughout Cold War history, were routinely funded through infrastructure budgets, deliberately obscured in public records, and protected not by secrecy alone, but by the far more durable shield of public disbelief. You don't need to classify what people have already been trained to dismiss as conspiracy. The murals are still there. The capstone is still there. The construction records from the buried buildings have never been made fully public. And the land beneath that airport, nearly 35,000 acres of it, remains largely unexplored by any independent party. So here is the question this theory leaves open, and the one nobody in an official capacity has ever answered directly. If everything at Denver International Airport is exactly what they say it is, just an airport, then why does it look, in so many specific and documented details, like something designed by people who were building for a future they weren't planning to share? Some questions don't get answered. They get buried. If you want to keep digging into the classified, the hidden, and the deliberately forgotten, subscribe, because there's always another layer.